Princess Testimony, take 2.
Hi, my name is Princess Tony, and I've been coming to Potter's House Church Hall for 1.5 years now or 2. And I was introduced to this church by my husband, who was my boyfriend at that time. And church has helped me a lot in terms of my journey with God and how I met God. When I came to this church, I was very depressed, suicidal actually. And I went once, but that time I haven't been able to come because me and my boyfriend, my husband now, were in a hidden relationship. And I grew up in a Catholic family, but my family, it wasn't like the radical Catholic. So I knew God, but I didn't have a relationship with him. And I was going through a lot of things such as career pressure, education pressure, who I want to be, who I am. And I had a lot of worldly desires. Like, I was very insecure, and I just didn't know God, and I was very lost. I was a girl who chased the world, and I reached a point where I was so depressed. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't know who I was. I'd look in the mirror and I wouldn't know who I was. I looked in the mirror and I'd see a girl who's shaped by the world. And there were many things happening within my family, and I reached a point where I said, Lord, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know. I can't keep doing this anymore. I don't have the strength. So I reached a point one night where I flipped a coin. I wrote all my suicide notes, and I said, Lord, I'll give 3 chances, and if the coin flips tails, it means I'm gonna go, and if it's heads, I'll stay. It was something like that. But it ended up, every time I flipped it, it ended up on the answer, no, no, no. So I cried it all out, and I said, okay, and I'll give this another shot. There's a reason why I'm probably waking up every day, every morning. And I prayed that night really hard. I think that was the most I've prayed passionately. And that night I decided to go to sleep, and the next day after that, I woke up feeling something new in me, because before I decided to commit suicide, I used to wake up every day and feel like you want to go, but you can't go because you know you'd upset people. So you're just there existing and feeling so empty and lost. It's just like you have to get through the day. It's just another day. There's nothing forward to do, and it's just every day is the same day. And then I went to church again that time after my failed suicide attempt. I went to church, and then that's when I truly met God. I understood who he is, and I understood that I understood who I am, that my identity is not based on the world. My identity is not based on what people say about me, but my identity is based on how God sees me. Through church, I found out that I'm loved, I'm known, and I'm worthy, and I don't need people's opinions to validate me. And all the things that I went through, there was the biggest trials, and that was me leaving my house at the age of 17. Because me and my mom wasn't getting along at that time, and there were many things going on that caused me to leave. That was a big step. And my faith wavered a lot that time. But that's when my relationship with God strengthened again. And that's when I found out who God truly was, that he's my rock, that he's my safe haven, and that he's someone who I can run to anytime. And I felt really lost that time again. But the thing is, I wasn't depressed. That was like the biggest thing I've ever gone through. Leaving at the age of 17, where am I gonna go? Who am I gonna run to? How am I gonna do this? People surrounded me. God orchestrated people in my life, and he surrounded me with people who provided me home. He surrounded me with people who prayed over me in that tough season. And I lost people, but then God put more people in my life. And yeah, God really helped me through many trials, and those trials has made me and shaped me and molded me to be the woman that I am now. I am no longer a girl who wanted to please people. I'm no longer a girl who had the dream of going around the world partying, drinking alcohol. And at the age of 16, I was 16 when I got saved, and I had the mindset of, I don't want to get married. I don't want to, I was just moving mad. I dressed unmodestly, and the way I spoke, there would be a swear word in every sentence. And I wasn't a very wise girl. But then everything changed. My mindset when it comes to marriage changed. And at the age of 18, I'm now married. And God has really shown himself to me in many ways, and I've encountered him for myself. Yes, I grew up in a Catholic family, but that didn't mean I knew God. Yes, you can grow up in a Catholic and a religious family, but that doesn't mean you know God for yourself. And all I can say is, whatever you're going through, depression, suicidal, anxiety, anything you're going through, just take time, rest, and pray, and give time in knowing God. How are you gonna know who really God is if you don't give it a try? Just like cigarette, alcohol, you have to do a first time to know what these things are like. For you to know God, you have to know who he is by spending time with him and build a relationship with him, just like how you would with a friend or a boyfriend. For a relationship to work out, you have to spend time, you have to communicate, you have to connect with each other. And God has done so many of these things with me as I continue to value my relationship with him. So I totally recommend church. Church is such a good way to meet new people. Be surrounded with people who will tell you that you're wrong, who will tell you and give you advice that will help you, that will lead you in the right way. And people who are truly knows and relates to you and relates to what you're going through. So yeah, come church, try church, and yeah, see how God will move in your life.